live from the AOC studios, downtown
Shout
Lafayette.
out to the division.
It's a division podcast. I'm Ryan G, your moderator.
I'm Fur, baby.
I'm Mr. Taylor.
And I'm Reggie F, baby.
And we got the whole camp in here today, man.
Back.
I missed out last week. Mr. Whalen, appreciate you for holding it down.
Yeah.
All good.
Did your thing.
And Reggie F, baby.
Better.
Reggie F, no paper bag still.
Oh, my goodness. We didn't?
No.
Oh, man. I got people requesting the
He's
bag.
scared of that.
Man, we need the bag, bro.
Yeah, you can't make no bets like this, and then you on camera and you can't.
Then you on camera.
I told him get the bag.
Then you on camera saying I'm gonna get the bag.
I told him get the bag. They gotta get the bag.
Oh, we gotta get the bag. Next time we're gonna bring
I got a text
one.
message today I got a text message from one of our viewers saying I'm pretty sure you would have got the bag if y'all had lost.
Oh, you sure of that?
Oh, yeah.
For sure of that.
And it said at the end of the
Two bags would have been in here.
And it said at the end of the text message that
it would have been waiting on the table when y'all got in here. Look, y'all bags right here.
Here you go.
Because
here you
Put
go.
your name on it.
Hey, look.
it say because, and I did rewatch it, and he said he was gonna get the bags because we offered.
And look, I did look for the bags for 2 weeks. So if anybody
it's
know
not
that
that
we
hard to
could,
find a
if
brown
anybody
bag.
know where we could find a nice size brown bag,
It's all
go
good.
ahead and
For our
comment.
next show,
Go to
man.
the-
We
go
need
to the
to
meat
I
store.
found some, but they're the side of the gate. They size of the Gatorade bottle.
Go to the meat store. Go to the slaughterhouse. They got them.
I went to about 4 different places too on Reggie
We
F.
tried,
behalf,
right.
and I couldn't find
what I'm
none.
saying.
I'm
I done been
That's where y'all go at.
I done been to at least 5 or 6 places.
Don't go to no super.
We
one.
want the
Go
bag
to-
bet
go to-
repaid.
go to a meat
Yeah, the
store.
bag
Why
bet
don't
must be
you go?
repaid.
I'm not in this.
But why don't you go and help us out?
I just
told you.
I went
just
to
told
5
you.
or 6 stores. He
I
went
went
to
to
5.
4 stores.
Okay, that's 9. That's 9
I went
stores
to
we
2.
didn't
Go to
try.
the one I'm telling you.
This is not 1960. Like, it's plastic bags.
So you
I
want
did see. I saw you can order them on Amazon.
How about you substitute the brown bag for a plastic bag?
Oh,
That's what I'm
I was-
saying.
I
That
was-
man gonna suffocate.
it's called the brown bag
5
bet.
minutes, he guarantees to pass out.
It's called
You
the
gonna be
brown
sweating.
bag bet.
Oh, it's a 5-minute bag bet.
It's not called
So,
no. It's not
5
called
minutes.
no plastic bag.
5 minutes and I
about to
want
die
my 5
bet.
minutes.
we did just
I want my 5 minutes.
we said bag bet. We didn't say paper bag bet.
Exactly. So
Reg, you don't want to be known as the person that don't pay back his bet.
exactly
You
on
don't wanna do
camera.
that.
I don't have
On
nothing,
camera.
I don't have no problem paying my debt. I done went to 5 stores. He went to 4.
He don't want to be the, he don't want to be known for the man
No.
pass out
Like-
on the
like
show.
that-
We gonna get a cardboard box.
Whoever that
No,
message,
like
we
Waylon
not
said.
doing.
whoever
no,
sent that message to
yeah.
Waylon was right.
If y'all have the brown
if Reg
bag,
would have won, y'all would have had y'all bag
If
in
y'all
the very
have-
next show.
That's
if y'all
right.
had, I looked for it the whole weekend before the game even
You
started.
ain't look hard enough, like they said.
I did. Before the game even started, I was looking for the bag because I figured we would have won. So I've been looking for the bag, and then I couldn't find it that whole weekend.
Well,
all right.
Well, we gonna get back into it, man. We gonna find a bag for next week. We gonna try to find a bag. If
Find the
anybody
brown
out there
bag,
knows,
and
we
I'm gonna
get
live
it.
up to my bet. I don't have no problem with that.
We got a lot to cover, so we're going to get into it. NFL, NBA, UFC 257. But first, we need to give reverence and much love. Give him his flowers. He passed away.
Shout
the
out.
great
Shout
Hank
out.
Aaron.
Shout out to
The
Hank
great
Aaron.
Waylon, you want to speak on him, man?
I mean, just one of the pioneers in the game. I mean, everybody talk a lot about,
Legend.
Yeah, I mean, we know about Jackie Robinson and all that, but that's somebody that came in there and that just dominated the stats.
Jackie
I mean,
Robinson.
He come in there and really put on, Babe Ruth wasn't contested at the time, and they come in there with somebody that can do everything on the field. And you look at the stats that they got, what he leading, what he
First
led
in
in, what he
RBI,
leading in.
First in extra base hits.
It's
first,
just phenomenal
25
for those stats
All-Star
to be still standing.
appearances, second
Yeah, I
in
mean,
home
shout out to
runs.
Jackie Robinson. But like you said, when Hank came around, he just like elevated that status and
A 25-time.
He let him know that
All-Star,
he let him know that we could
God.
be like some of the best in the game. I
Right,
mean, they let us play and they knew we could compete, but that led the stat.
And then during the era,
he was up against a lot of controversy
True,
at that time
true.
too. And then I mean, even the night that he hit the home run, they said that they had some snipers and stuff that wanted to shoot. Well, they had some people that wanted to shoot him and kill him, but they had snipers and the police. They was all over there protecting him that night.
Speaking of that, Reg, I got a picture of him that night. when
Yeah,
he hit that home run.
even that night, with knowing that he can get killed, He went out there and played the game. And I know you might say it's baseball, but I mean, at that time, it was completely different.
Yeah, it was bigger than baseball.
At the rate he was going, everybody knew he was going to crush that Babe Ruth record.
Babe Ruth was so cherished to where they did not want to see this black man break his record.
Like Jordan to y'all.
They did not want to see him break that record.
Even whenever the commentator was talking about the hit and he was rounding the bases and the two guys ran out the stands and came up to him and stuff. And the commentator was like, this is the first time you hear a standing ovation for a black man, and
that's right.
In Georgia at the time, So
I heard there were like 30 million people watched that game when he broke that Babe Ruth record, and this was back in the day. You understand what I mean?
And let me tell you something. And he's been an ambassador for baseball ever since. Like he put in so much work outside of baseball, and even whenever Barry Bonds broke his record and people was like, oh yeah, but Barry Bonds did this and that, he didn't even look at it like that. He was just so happy for the accomplishment, and he was a good man. And it's unfortunate, he
was 86 years old. He lived a long life.
He did. And
a legend.
Some people trying to say it's behind the COVID because he took the shot like 2 weeks before he died.
Nowadays,
but at the end of the day,
that's the easy thing to say.
Yeah, it is. And at the end of the day, the man he lived a great life, and he did a lot of work.
Yep.
He did a lot of work,
and he did a lot for us now to where we're able to go to ballparks and we have more minority players in the league. Yep. So give him his flowers. Rest in power, Hank Aaron.
Yes, sir.
And also we're going to celebrate yesterday the 1 year anniversary of Kobe Bryant,
the Mamba, man,
baby.
His death, and his daughter Gianna, and the 9 other people that was on the helicopter.
Seven of it.
Everybody.
I'm sorry.
9 total.
And man, it still don't seem real, bro. Still don't seem real to me.
Yep.
Not at all. Not at all. Y'all thoughts on it real quick, man. The Mamba.
I was hurt. That day felt like it stopped.
I still been watching little highlights, and they had a lot of people that give their take on it all.
Show it, wait. Stand up, boy. Show it, boy.
Let me represent for the Mamba, man.
He got the Mamba. A true Laker fan.
Yeah.
That's what a true Laker fan
that's
does.
right.
No, show him the kicks, man.
This is a Mamba
Show him the kicks, man.
Wow.
Show him the kicks. There you go.
Mamba 24.
Say it with your chest.
Sure. Hey, that's a real player fan right there.
Let's go, man.
Sir, that's a real player fan.
We just paying homage.
Shout out to the player.
We just paying homage to the greatest Laker ever.
Shout out to the player fan.
The greatest Laker ever.
Kobe, bro.
Man.
Period.
Like Ryan said, it still don't feel real, man.
No, it still don't feel real. A lot of players yesterday were giving their thoughts on the first games they played against Kobe, and it was just surreal. And for him not to be here, man, it still doesn't feel real, and it still hurts.
Yeah,
still hurts.
The game took a big hit. The WNBA took a big hit.
Mm-hmm. Just the sports world, man.
You get to thinking about with his daughter being there and all that. So
Shout out to
bringing it all back.
It's a tragic accident, man.
Very much so. Shout out to the families, all the victims, and we hope that you find peace.
Yes.
With time.
R.I.P.
The Mamba, baby.
We all together, man.
So with that being said, man, we're gonna get into some football now. We're going to get into some football. The Super Bowl is set, but we had the AFC and the NFC championship game over the weekend. We're going to start out with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills, and Buffalo was just not enough for PM Fitting and the crew. Fellas, y'all thoughts? Because I know everybody watched the games this weekend. Let's break it down. Let's go.
The Chiefs is still looking like the Chiefs.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Well, I mean,
it's just so powerful,
man. They're a little banged up right now too, and I'm gonna tell you, as of right now, I don't know how Gila is working out. I know Le'Veon Bell got a knee injury, but I mean, as good as they are, they still a little one-dimensional right now.
Clyde should be back.
Yeah, because Le'Veon not playing.
But I mean, they just a little one-dimensional.
Throwing the ball?
Yeah.
Man, but that's the... You still can't.
But
stop
I mean,
that.
when you in the play, hey, that's the Super Bowl.
Just to give it a little context for everybody, Mahomes had 29 completions, threw for 325 and 3 touchdowns, and
started off slow.
And Kelsey and Hill had a day together. They combined for 22 catches, 290 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Boys, there, man.
And that's what I'm saying. It's just a 2-man show. And Mahomes.
No, they have some other players. That little number 17, Hartman.
He made a big fumble early in the game.
Yeah, but they kept feeding him the ball.
You let him get loose.
He made up for it later on the goal line score, but
you let him get loose and it's over.
Yeah, they still look powerful, man.
Y'all thoughts on
Them
Buffalo?
guys just.
Y'all thoughts on Buffalo?
Buffalo
Because
made
Kansas
a
City
good. Hey,
did what I thought they was
Buffalo.
gonna do.
Buffalo,
This is not
shout
the
out-
last time we're gonna see them in this
Shout out to
situation like
Buffalo
this.
for
They-
getting
they
where
gon-
they
they'll
got.
be back.
And
Buffalo is a
I don't-
running back away from being a really good team.
Exactly.
I don't
They'll be
think-
back.
Yeah.
They'll be back.
They're running back away from being a real good team.
Yeah, I don't think that's a
Yep.
Cinderella team.
Not
I
at
still
all.
like. I'm like
They-
Reg. I
they-
like
they here.
Beasley. I like Beasley in the slot. They get him another receiver on the other side.
Yeah,
a
Well,
running
John
back.
Brown was hurt most of the year. He came back. That was big too.
He fast, but he can take the top off, but he kind of
Right,
small.
right.
And with the injuries, I think he slowed up a little bit. So
Yeah.
And they
another
need a
receiver.
better tight end too.
They need
Yeah,
Knox,
true.
Knox
Knox
ain't
is-
bad.
no, Knox
Yeah,
not bad.
but Knox he shows up every now and then.
Because that's when they call his number.
No, he needs somebody a little more demanding.
Like what do you say? A running back away.
They're about a running back away.
Man.
I know that sometimes, but I mean, man.
AFC champions, man, 2-time back-to-back. They're going to the Super Bowl and Super Bowl bound, man.
I mean, they brought everybody back from last year, and they added to it with he left. So I mean, they were supposed to be back.
trying to repeat. They're trying to
Not
repeat.
supposed to. They did that.
The Pats had a down
They
year.
did that.
The Ravens had a down
Pat's
year.
gonna have
so,
another down year next year.
So they just, they should have. They
Pat's
did what
gonna
they
have
had to
another
do.
down year next year.
Why you want to bring up
We
the
don't know
Pats,
yet.
though, man?
We don't know yet.
Cause he want to talk about losers.
Well, what you talking about?
He want to talk about losers.
And the room goes quiet.
I
wanna
don't
talk
understand
about
what you
losers.
talking about.
You see, he throwing curveball.
have
We're going to get the
mercy.
building time later. We're going to get the building time later. And don't be over there talking about P and 15 and you had picked against them earlier, Bo. Stop that. Stop that. On the other side.
Yeah, who me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I want to get some last week.
so
That
don't be
mean I
singing
gotta
their
go.
praises.
That mean I gotta go against him this.
You an
the
NFC
next
baby.
game?
You an NFC baby, remember? You an NFC baby.
Yeah, but I ain't never rooted for Tom.
Well, on the
Aren't,
other
you,
side.
hey, aren't you an NFC baby too, Ryan? Why you go for them the Mahomes so much?
No, I just think they're going to win. I don't think nobody can outscore them. That's just my thing.
You don't think
But
the
on
Bucs
to
can
the other
outscore?
side.
I ain't never rooted for Tom
Dang.
before.
Nah, unless Mahomes have a bad day, unless the pass rush can get to him. But we're going to get to that. That's in our Super Bowl
time for a
preview.
change?
Huh?
It's time for a change?
Yeah, I ain't never rooted for Tom.
Is it time
before.
for a change?
You just want to root for Mahomes. Huh?
Speaking of time, man, on the other side.
Front runners, boy. Front runners. We're going to speak on
Tampa
front
Bay,
runners.
Green Bay,
Tampa Bay.
31-26
Y'all slipping.
at Lambeau
Y'all slipping.
Field. Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. Me and Reg watched this game. I was to his house when we watched this game,
I
and
went for Tom a bunch of times.
man, it was surprising.
Maybe.
Very, very
Heard
surprising
you had
what happened.
a jersey.
Yeah, whenever Kevin Falk
I
was
heard
over
you had a
there.
jersey.
20 completions,
Yeah, I was going with
280
him every
yards,
time.
3 touchdowns in his 10th Super Bowl appearance.
Speak
What
on
are
the
y'all
GOAT, man.
thoughts,
Speak on the
man?
GOAT.
What are
10th
y'all
Super Bowl
thoughts on
appearance.
it, man?
Wow.
I'm thinking Mahomes trying to get where he at. Because
Oh,
he
yeah,
the
he got a
GOAT.
long way before that.
Not
He the
really.
GOAT.
He got a long way
Not
to go
really.
for that.
Oh, he is really.
Just to get to 10?
Well, actually,
2 years? You
You
gonna-
already been there 2 times.
actually,
In 3
So
years?
2 times.
In 3
Actually,
years? You only been
That
3 years?
accounts
Hey,
for
Waylon,
20
wait.
longevity.
What are you on pace
so
for?
just,
Taylor.
just longevity don't count for
Mr.
nothing.
What are you on pace
Taylor.
for?
Mr. Taylor.
He'll
Mr.
bump upside
Taylor.
his head
Mr.
from
Taylor.
being out.
Mr.
Hey.
Taylor.
The boy just
I'm
lost a
just
game
saying.
and a half.
His first
I'm
3
just
years.
saying, he been in Super Bowl 2
His
times in 3 years.
his first
Say
3
it,
years.
say it,
That's
say
a lot.
it, say it. Watch this, watch
his
this.
first 3 years in the league.
Where was Tom at his first 3 years?
It's better
Super
than
Bowl?
better than what Tom
Exactly.
did his
Thank you.
first
So
3
why
years.
it can't be like that for him?
He
Hey,
better than what he
that's what
did
I'm
his
saying.
He
first
got a
3
long.
years.
He got 20 years to go.
Yeah, I understand.
He don't have to
that.
do.
We talking 3 years.
He could do what
Man.
Tom did in less than 20 years.
What he gonna do? Go to 10 years? Go to 10 Super
Oh, he-
Bowls?
He don't need. He can go to 6 and win 6.
If he was to win 6,
He
then
could.
he could be in
He
the
could go to
conversation,
6
but,
and win 6.
Well, my daddy say Joe Montana 4 for 4.
He
and
could
the
go to
GOAT.
6 and win 6. It
Hey.
could be done, right?
Hey, my daddy
Can
say
it be
Montana
done,
4
right?
for 4.
Your daddy is wrong.
Can it be
Hey,
done?
Joe is not the GOAT anymore.
He
Mahomes
said
Mahomes
Joe
go-
4 for
hey,
4.
Joe
and-
was
hey, hold on.
Huh?
Joe was
Ryan,
surpassed.
My daddy say Joe Montana 4 for 4 and the GOAT.
Mahomes goes 6 for 6. He better than Brady?
I don't know.
Hold on. If
don't know.
Mahomes goes 6 for 6,
better
Yeah,
than Brady?
yeah.
is he better than Brady?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Man,
Well, let's do this now.
No, hold on. No,
Okay,
you got to
so that means
answer. You
six-
Tom
got to
got
answer.
Get that 6 times. That means 6 straight or something along
Man,
the
he already been there 2 times.
So
He won
every
the
time
first
he
one?
go, he don't lose.
That's 6 for 6, huh?
Hey, so if he gets 6,
That's a good question.
no, what's
That's a
your
good-
what's your
I'm just
answer?
saying, 'cause he-
But that's a long hypothetical.
I know, but
though. That's a
what
long
would be your
hypothetical.
answer?
Hey, he on pace,
What's your
though.
answer?
He on pace, bro. That
What's
dude-
your
that
answer?
dude
If he
been
wins
We
there-
six
on
for
pace
six,
so
he's
with
the GOAT.
3 years.
Oh,
If he
went-
wins 6 for 6,
Hey.
2 times already.
if he wins 6 for 6,
he said he the
What,
GOAT.
this is fifth
Ryan
year?
said he the
I
GOAT
said
if he goes
would
6
be.
for 6.
But you know how hard that is to do, though.
How when Brady did it?
No, Brady won. What? He won.
He won one, then he lost, then he
won
won
6 out
2
of
in a row.
9.
Would he be
Oh,
the
6
GOAT?
out of 9.
Yeah, he won 6 out of 9.
So
You still
would
gonna lose
he
some.
be the GOAT?
Man, that's a
You said if PM went
I'm just
6 for
saying
6.
Mahomes was on pace
would
to
he
go
be
to the
the
Super
GOAT?
Yeah, if you win 6 for 6.
At this rate, if
Would he
Mahomes
be the
played
GOAT?
20 years, that dude going to Super Bowl
depends on
like
his
16
stats, too.
times, bruh. You heard?
I will weigh his stats
You
in
hear
there
me?
with that.
Let me
Because
give
if you
Brady
got-
the flowers.
if you
Let's
got
finish
Healy
with
at
the
Token-
NFC,
That boss
man.
say he'd weigh his stats with.
Yeah, if you got Healy at Toten,
NFC champions, Tampa Bay Bucks. Any thoughts on Rodgers and how he performed? He had the number 1 seed at Lambeau, and Brady
the
beat him.
most overrated quarterback ever.
The Packers defense wasn't that good.
The Packers defense.
Aaron
doesn't
Rodgers
hold
was
up.
great.
the-
Aaron
hold
on,
Rodgers
time
was
out,
great.
time out.
the
Time
most
out.
overrated
Time out.
quarterback
Oh, no.
ever.
Hold on, time out,
not
time out.
Rodgers, bro.
Next to Eli.
Hold on, time out, because Tom Brady threw a touchdown. Tom Brady threw a touchdown right before halftime. That was just ridiculous. I'm talking about one
6
where
seconds left on the
the
clock.
defender
Did y'all-
didn't even play the ball. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't know that the Bucks
So-
led the league in deep balls.
No, but that's whaling. In that situation, you know that's supposed to be an incomplete pass. Period. 97% of the time, that's an incomplete pass.
A lot of quarterbacks
because
wouldn't
people
even
would
have
have
went
dropped
for
it.
that.
If you get behind
would've-
somebody?
I'm saying any other defense would have dropped everybody into the end zone and they'd have batted that down.
But they needed 5 yards for a field goal range.
Yeah, but
Man, I take a
but-
field goal and
but
say
Brady
it.
take
went
your
for the
field
gusto.
goal. Take your
Brady
field
went
goal.
for the gusto. He
Take your
said,
field
damn,
goal.
a field
Bro,
goal.
nobody was back
They
Brady
there.
said,
Take-
damn, a
take
field
They
your
wasn't
goal.
thinking
goal.
Tom was
No,
going to go to
King
the
got
end zone.
burnt.
So
That's what it was.
look,
Scotty Miller
One-on-one
burnt.
coverage?
So
One-on-one?
listen, so
But
listen.
they didn't think he ran a 4-3 though.
I'm not gonna.
One-on-one?
Scotty
It was
Miller
Scotty
ran a
Miller.
4-3.
Hey,
I'm
you gotta
not.
go over
I'm
the
not.
top,
I'm not gonna
period.
put
But
this
who
game.
you can't double everybody. You got Evans,
No, you
Godwin,
don't, but you can run a 2-man.
but you got
listen.
Evans
You
and
can run a
Godwin.
2-man.
But listen,
keep
this-
everything under.
This is where I was going
You
with
don't
it.
do that. Not
This,
at that
this,
time, man. Oh no.
this is where I was going with it.
Not taking them from Brady. That's not smart on defense.
Just like first said, the defense. Okay, so that's one time right there they gave up 7 points. Okay, and then throughout the defense, throughout the time they made some bad plays, and then on top of that, the coach.
So you
is-
finna make all these excuses
Hold
for
on.
Green Bay?
No.
Nah,
We talking
I'm
about
just saying- I'm just
he
saying,
asked
what are you talking about?
no, he asked about Aaron Rodgers and
Aaron Rodgers choked.
Everybody, okay, that's what everybody's saying. But look at everything that
3
happened.
drives at the end to go up or tie the game.
Why?
and he
Okay, but
choked.
listen,
And you at
but
home,
at that
too.
point,
Yeah, at home.
Yeah,
it's
you could've
fourth,
been
it's
down.
fourth down. It's fourth down. You right there on your goal line. Go for it again, and if you don't make it, Tampa Bay have the ball right there on the goal line. You could possibly get a stop,
The
get it
coaching
back, try
decision. You
again.
talking about
But
the
the
coaching
coach,
decision.
the coach
Kick a
went
field
ahead.
goal.
Look what the coach
Kick a
did.
field
The
goal.
coach kicked a field goal and wanted to stop Tom from getting a first down, not a touchdown. A first down.
Yeah.
So it's not all on Aaron Rodgers that they lost that game.
But Aaron Rodgers had chances though. He is the one. He's the
Man,
MVP.
come
if
on, man.
He
Guess
has the
what?
number 1 seed.
If
and
I'm
he
the head
wanted,
coach-
hold on, Reg. He wanted the game at Lambeau. He said, "I want the game at Lambeau. You got the GOAT coming in. I'm the number 1 seed. I'm the MVP. You win that game.
If I'm the head coach,
Period.
He
You
can't
win
stop
it.
Brady though.
You win that
Exactly.
game.
Rodgers can't stop Brady.
Exactly.
He can. He
Exactly.
can. He can keep Brady
Why,
off the
Herb?
field.
Why?
Because he
can-
don't play defense.
He can keep Brady off the
'Cause
field.
he don't
Stop
play
that.
defense,
No,
Brian.
cut that out.
He
Cut
could-
that out.
He could have scored with
You can-
Brady.
he could keep
Rodgers
Tom
had
off the
chances.
field.
At ball
What
points.
was the score?
Rodgers had chances,
What was
man.
the score?
Rodgers had, don't let Rodgers
What
off
was
the
the
hook
score?
like
What
that.
was the score?
What was
Don't
the
let
score?
Rodgers off the hook like that.
What was the
Yeah,
score?
man. No, I don't like
It was
this.
a 1-possession game.
I don't like
Yeah,
this.
and he didn't make the play when he needed to.
3
You-
times.
Why coach didn't
3
give
times
why
in a
coach-
row.
You're the
Hey, guess
number
what?
1 seed. You wanted it. You're at home. You're at home. You're at
I bet-
Lambeau.
I
We
bet
kick a
you-
field goal.
Come
What-
on, man.
I
We
bet
kick
you.
a field
I
goal.
bet.
Why
I bet
did
you.
you
I
do
bet
Y'all
you the
talking
Bucks
about 1
coach.
possession. I'm talking about 3 possessions.
I bet
Wow.
you.
And
Hey,
didn't do nothing
hey,
with
guess
it.
what? I bet
Nothing
you.
with it.
I hear you, I hear
I bet you the Bucks coach would have gave Tom 4th down.
Oh yeah. Oh,
It ain't about that
I
1
bet you the
possession.
Bucks coach would have gave
It
Tom
ain't
4th
about-
down.
They
So,
shouldn't even
so
have
what
been in
about the
that
other 2
position.
possessions then? What about the other 2 possessions?
How about when
He-
Rodgers
he-
could
when
have
they got
ran?
them interceptions
He-
on
he
Tom,
made- he made a
when they
mistake.
got them
He-
interceptions
he-
on Tom,
he
they
made a
did
mis-
it 3 times back to back. Rodgers went to the sideline, told the defense, stop them one more time, and it's over. They stopped him, and Rodgers choked.
And Rodgers could have ran.
They wasn't even
on that
blocking.
play
Yeah,
we
he
talking
could.
about.
Yeah,
I know
he
they
could.
He could have ran. Had he ran, it wouldn't even have been in the coach's
Man.
hands.
That's right.
Yeah,
Thank
he
Pierre
could've
you.
run.
Paul,
He could've
Pierre
run that.
Paul had a field day with the lineman number on 77.
throw it
Man,
back
the
across the
tackle
field to
couldn't.
Adams.
The tackle couldn't even block him. How many times they sacked Aaron Rodgers that game?
Rodgers didn't
So
have
we
a bad
all on
day.
Rodgers.
He didn't
So
have a
we
bad
just-
day. You act like he
Get
played
rid of the
horrible.
ball then. If they
That's
gonna
not.
sack it,
That's
get rid of
not.
the ball.
Aaron Rodgers didn't lose
You
that
playing
game.
to go to the Super Bowl, Reg. I don't
He
give a
didn't win
damn
it
about
either.
none of that,
If
man.
we play to
didn't
go
win
to the
it
Super
either.
Bowl,
Brady didn't have
let's
his
go.
left tackle.
I would've
don't think
gone-
Brady had his is either his left tackle or his right tackle. One of them dudes was out. He didn't have him neither. either. So
It
what?
does-
It is what it is.
Green Bay wasn't getting to him.
Tampa Bay didn't even have their 2 starting safeties. It is what it is.
So they
That's
lost
right.
the game because of Aaron Rodgers?
No.
Hey, no, we just saying Rodgers.
What was the final score?
Rodgers didn't win the game.
Who was the final score?
You're trying to let
Who
Rodgers off
was
the
the
hook like it
final
was just
score?
coaching.
Nah.
Like it was just
He
coaching.
don't
I
get
don't care about the final
he
score.
don't get a
You win the
pass.
game,
He
bro.
don't get a pass. Yeah,
Win the
He don't
game,
get a
man.
pass.
He didn't win the
That's
game.
all I'm saying. He
He
don't get a pass.
He let the Bucks come in the Lambeau and win that game.
Thank you.
But y'all talking about the best.
I ain't saying he
you
lost.
been MVP,
I ain't
dog.
saying he lost it, but he didn't win it.
Thank you. He
Guess
showed
what?
it. And
Tom
that's
Brady.
what
Tom Brady went to Washington, New Orleans, and Green Bay and did that.
Say that again.
Okay.
On the
So
road.
guess what?
He won every
So
game
guess
on
what?
the
But
road.
Washington-
Somebody
Washington-
defense.
Washington
Somebody
didn't have-
defense need to
so
stop
Washington-
Tom Brady.
Washington defense-
Somebody defense need to stop
Brady
Tom
threw three
Brady.
picks
Washington-
in the second half. They defense did what they needed to do. He threw 3 picks in the second half. Rodgers didn't take advantage. I don't want to hear that.
Washington
He threw 3
Washington
picks in the
wasn't the
second
number
half.
one seed
It
with
was
the
not
MVP.
blocking. It
And
was
the-
not
and the
blocking.
Saints-
Come on, man.
The Saints wasn't the number one seed with the MVP, and Washington wasn't the number one seed with the MVP.
And you
Period.
got home at Lambeau and it's cold. That's what you wanted.
You go for it on 4th down.
Okay, that drive.
He
So the
shoulda
other two
ran.
drives.
Had
The other
he
two
ran-
drives just
Yeah, you go
it's
for
just a
it.
pass.
And if you don't get it, they
go
got the
for it.
ball on the 2 or the 3 yard line or the 1 yard line, wherever you're gonna be at. And guess what? You don't know what can happen right there.
So the other two drives, they don't matter.
He got sacked a couple times.
So,
Look at as soon as he dropped
Had
back,
he scored on
Pierre
one
Tom
of those
Pierre.
drives.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Had he scored
Yeah,
off
all
of
he
one
had
of
to do
those
was score
drives,
one
he'd have been
time.
good.
Okay, but
he
listen.
just scored one
but
time. It was
listen.
going to overtime.
Okay, but listen to this too, though. They won by what, 6 points, something like that.
It was one possession.
Okay, so listen.
They got
so,
8.
So
I think it was
we-
8. I needed the 2
Okay,
points. I think.
31.
yeah, it was
26.
8.
Yeah.
So you can go back. You can go all the way back to the time right before the half. That's 7 points they gave up right there. That came back and bit them also. That hurt
Man,
right
that's
there,
enough talking
man.
about this loser.
Yeah,
Well,
with that being
you
said,
want-
man,
you
Hey,
want-
I'm talking. We ain't talking about losers no
What
more.
was the
man.
end score again?
We done with the
but that was
losers.
good analysis.
What was
though.
the
That
end
was
score?
good
What was the end
analysis
score
right
line?
there. 31-26.
Oh no, that's not no. Shit, that's a 5-point game.
So
What
with
I'm
that
talking
being
about.
said, Tom
31-26.
Brady, Patrick
So-
Mahomes, the
Call.
Bucks, and the Chiefs, they are in the Super
They got the
Bowl,
field
and
goal.
the Super Bowl is going to be not this Sunday, but next Sunday, and we are going to preview it more as next week comes. We're going to give y'all a little taste of what's going on, but we got 2 weeks to wait. Well, by the time y'all hear this, about a week and a half.
Man.
But that's the matchup. How y'all feel about the matchup? Chiefs and the Bucks.
Oh man, I think it's a lot of about the careers on the line. Well, not so much of Brady, but Mahomes. If Mahomes can win this, man, that he gonna be in the talk for like
Mahomes said
being so
You
great.
got
bruh.
that old R. Kelly CD, man, the best of both worlds.
to go up against one of the greatest, if not the greatest QB of all time, is going to be a great experience for me. That's Patrick Mahomes talking about Brady.
I'm glad it wasn't the Bills.
And this just they head to
me
head.
too, me too.
This just they head to head numbers. Both of them
That's
got
what
2
everybody
wins
want to
apiece.
see right here.
Total team points 120 to 121.
How old Mahomes? About 25.
Yeah, 25.
Cool. It's gonna be a
Brady is
Man,
6
too.
and
25 and 42.
6 TDs, 5 picks for Tom, 11 TDs, and 3 picks for Mahomes. And that's
43
just a little
years old.
head to head, just to kind of let y'all
43.
see.
Man.
And the Vegas odds, this is what Vegas is saying. Kansas City minus
the
3.5.
favorite?
That's the opening line. That might change depending on what's going
over
to happen.
under 57 and a
Kansas
half.
City about 3.5.
Yeah, so they saying like it's going to be very close.
Shootout. It's gonna be a shootout 57 and a half.
Dang.
Because already a home game for Tampa Bay, and you already get 3 points for it being a home game.
30
So,
point apiece.
you know, so they expecting a high scoring game. It's going to have to be a high scoring game. So with that being said,
You don't want to do that with Mahomes.
we're going to preview the Super Bowl more as it comes. But the big question everybody been asking, man, Waylon, one of your baby daddy in the coaching field, he was watching on television as Tom
Like us.
went to another Super Bowl,
Like
going
us.
to another Super Bowl.
Like us.
How
I
do you
think-
feel about it, man? How do you feel about it? Matthew Berry had this to say. They said he was too old.
The year started. It was all Bill.
Told he was a product of Bill Belichick.
Because Brady lost the first game to the Saints.
was
and
stupid
it's all
for
that.
leaving the
Oh,
win.
yeah.
I'm still rolling with Bill.
Now he's on his way to his 10th Super Bowl. That's
No,
from
you
Matthew
rolling with
Berry.
Bill. You gotta keep it real.
But
though.
let me tell you though, I mean, for all the people that give
One
LeBron,
person.
for all the people that give LeBron a hard time, Tom went.
We talking
built
about Brady, bro.
Tom went and built
We
a
talking about
good
Brady,
team.
bro. We talking
Man,
about Brady, bro.
how you
Tom-
gonna say
Tom-
for all the people
Tom-
that give LeBron a hard
Tom-
time? You talking about yourself
talking
too?
about Brady,
Tom
bro.
give-
You talking about yourself too
Hey.
in that
Talking about
comment?
Brady, bro.
He talking about
Come
himself.
on, we're gonna have
in
to
the
one at a
comment.
time. One at a time.
Yeah,
Go
we got to
ahead.
hear everybody.
Hey.
else. We got to hear everybody else.
Tom went and got Gronkowski off the off season.
He been at Gronk.
He went and got Antonio Brown.
He been had
went
Antonio
to,
Brown.
He went to the top two receivers in yards last year, and I mean they had a good young defense. So I mean, shout out to Tom. I'm rooting for him. Because he been my
I know.
quarterback
We
all
know.
these years. But let me tell you this.
That's his baby daddy.
Before we get this started and put this in perspective,
Okay.
Put it in perspective.
Bill Belichick, he had the most players opt out from COVID with 9 players.
I think
one at a time. You're gonna get a chance to make your case.
Okay.
But Dante Hightower, starting linebacker, Patrick Chung, starting safety, our starting guard Marcus Cannon. We got Marquise Lee that we got from the Jaguars is gonna be receiving. We had Brandon Bolden that plays special teams.
All in all, 7
running
out of
backs.
11, right?
So
11 play. We ain't got to list them all.
Well, let me do this.
Trying to justify it.
And I ain't justifying, but on top of all of that, losing the GOAT at the last minute of the offseason.
That's all you have to say was that one person.
No, let me say.
That's it.
Now
Period.
Now let me give you the rundown. We lost to the Seattle Seahawks on the 1 yard line. We lost to the Houston Texans on the last play of the game. We lost to the Buffalo Bills on a fumble on the 10-yard line.
Why y'all didn't give him more time on the clock, guys?
We lost to the Dolphins and we lost to the Broncos by 5.
Waylon, can I just ask you one
I'm
question?
just telling you, we could have easily been with Bill Belichick. We could have easily been 11-5.
Waylon, I just got one question.
Y'all could have easily been.
I got one.
So
So we talking about what y'all could have easily been this year?
I just named
we could
5
have been
games.
undefeated.
Can I pose the question? Just one question, then y'all can run with it for the next 2 minutes.
Look, it's my
Wait a
turn.
minute.
It's my turn next.
Who won the divorce, Bill or Tom? Period.
I can't tell.
Oh, you can't tell.
Okay.
Cause let me do this. Let me do this.
What
then.
you about to watch next Sunday?
Let me do this.
I'm done.
Let me do this. You give Bill Belichick a chance to go create a team, and Tom a chance to go create a team, and then you're gonna be able to see.
We
had 9 people opt out for COVID.
Come on, my dog. Hey, listen.
What's your
Can I
question,
go?
Yes,
Can I go?
man,
Can I go?
Go, man.
First, I'm gonna go a little while first. I'm gonna go a little while, and you could go a little while. Okay. I'm gonna come with some facts right here.
Okay, do the facts.
Since he wanna
Do the facts.
listen. I was taught that you can't bring your heart into a head fight. Okay, this is a head fight, not a heart fight, Mr. Taylor. It's not about what y'all could have easily been or y'all COVID or whatever. Okay, COVID serious. Everybody dealt with COVID.
No, we had the most.
Hold on.
I got the graphic.
Can I go? You had your spill.
We had the most players.
You had your spill. Can I go? Okay, I'm gonna spit some facts for y'all. Okay, when Bill Belichick was with Parcells, he won 2 Super Bowls. After that,
hold on.
Can I go? Let me.
One more thing.
No, you can't get in here.
One more thing.
No. Come on, man.
Bill Belichick.
Let me do my stuff, man. Come on, chill out. Okay, he won 2 Super Bowls with Parcells, and then he felt like, you know what, I could do this. So he went to the Cleveland Browns for 5 years, and after 5 years,
took him to the playoffs the first year.
After 5 years, he got
took him to the playoffs the first year.
Can I talk? Look. After the
and it was 3 years.
After the 5th year, he got fired.
3 years.
Okay, so he ended up in.
And then he get fired. He got traded to the Jets. Make sure your facts right.
He ended up for the Patriots, the head coach in 2000. In 2000, his first year coaching, he had a .313 winning percentage. Okay, Tom Brady took over in 2001, and it was 680.
Mid-season.
It was 688 the next year, and after that, it was all Tom Brady.
Okay.
So that's my whole point is, as long as he was coaching with Tom Brady, he never reached that level.
Man, Bill Belichick.
But until he got Tom Brady, he reached that level. And let me tell you,
the 2 greatest players to play football.
Let me tell you something.
Bill Belichick went and got Lawrence Taylor, and he drafted Tom Brady.
And
the 2 greatest players to ever play the game.
And he want to talk about Tom.
He want to talk about
Belichick.
The GM.
He want to talk about Belichick went to the playoffs
Then
with the
why
Browns.
did you let Tom go
His
then?
record was 36-44 without Tom
How
Brady.
you let that go, Ryan?
His
Bill-
record.
How you let that go?
What he was gonna do?
Bill ego got in the
Listen,
way. Bill
Ferg.
ego thinking it's more about the system than having the play.
His record with Tom Brady is 36-44. Now tell me what's his record with Tom Brady.
You got to have the quarterback.
Come on.
You got to have the
Talk
quarterback.
to me.
Just one quarterback.
Talk to me.
One
Talk to me.
quarterback.
Go.
One.
Talk to me.
One dude left. We could talk about COVID.
So
One
to
dude
answer,
left.
to answer
The main dude.
your turn first.
Go.
To answer your question, Ryan, Tom Brady is the reason why Bill Belichick having success.
I'm just saying. I mean, we watching it. We just watched this guy last Sunday.
So we're
Just
going to leave
watch
that
this
right
guy
there?
Sunday.
Is that subject there right now?
Go ahead.
Just watch this guy Sunday.
Go a
What
little
else
longer.
is there to say?
Go a little longer.
How
I
long-
just wish
when
Bill-
the last time we seen
I
Bill?
wish Bill would've had a whole team.
Let that man do his
When
thing.
the last time we seen Bill? It's not that hard to see. Tom Brady lost his first game to the Saints, and it was like, oh, it might have been Bill. Then Bill can't beat the Dolphins. He been winning the divisions for the last how many years?
Man, Bill quarterback threw 7 touchdowns, 12 interceptions all year.
They didn't make the playoffs.
How
But
many
Bill let Tom go though. Like,
Nah, Bill ain't let no
it ain't
Tom go. Tom was ready to go.
Bill didn't want to resign Tom. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it 100. He didn't want to resign Tom.
No,
He did not. And he's
no,
the GM.
let's keep it 100.
He the GM.
Let's keep it 100.
Who's GM, Waylon?
This was with Garoppolo.
Waylon.
Tom
He
said-
could have signed
Come
Tom
on,
this
man.
year before he let him go.
Man,
Tom,
no.
let-
Tom turned down the
Crap, he
offer.
called him.
Tom turned the offer down.
He did not want to pay Tom what Tom was worth. He didn't
No,
want to pay Tom
that
what Tom
ain't have
wanted.
nothing to do with
That
money.
age.
Yep.
Oh, that
What
age.
you read?
Tom Brady,
It didn't have
Tom
nothing to
Brady,
do
How
with
much
Tom
they
Brady.
gave Cam? How much they gave Cam? They didn't want to spend no money at the quarterback position.
Man,
They gave Cam $500,000.
So you think Tom
How much
chasing?
you thought he was gonna give Tom?
Man, that
Come
boy,
on,
that
man.
ain't have nothing to do with nothing.
Sing that man praises like that.
Money ain't have nothing to do with
No,
nothing.
man.
Yeah, Tom Brady didn't want to take a pay cut. No.
Money didn't have nothing to do with that. Go
Yes.
sit down, man.
If
Yes.
he would have gave
Yes.
Tom 20 to 24 million, he'd have re-signed because that's
Tom
what Tampa
wasn't
Bay
staying there.
gave him.
Yep.
That's what Tampa
Tom
Bay
wasn't
gave
staying
him.
there.
Oh, yeah.
He
they
was
were.
trying to shortchange that
Man, Tom didn't even talk to us until it was time to go.
I'm with you on that,
Tom
Ryan.
wasn't staying from the jump.
I'm with you on
Bill
that,
can't
Ryan.
even draft players. He's a great coach, but he
But he
ain't no type of
drafted.
GM.
But he went and got Lawrence Taylor and Tom Brady.
No, Bill Parcells went
No,
go get Taylor.
no.
Yeah,
Go read the book. Go read the book.
Parcells.
Go read the
Parcells
book.
was there.
Parcells
was there.
Parcells.
What that got to do with Patriots right now?
You say he
Calm
can't draft
down.
players.
Calm down.
You say he
Calm
can't draft
down.
players.
Calm down, Ryan G.
You say he
Calm
can't
down.
draft players, and he drafted Lawrence Taylor and Tom Brady.
Waylon go back 20
Why you
years.
sweating? Why you sweating?
Brady?
Calm
Lawrence
down.
trying to find
Taylor. We talking about Lawrence Taylor,
Hey,
dude.
The greatest
Yeah.
player of all
Yeah.
time. One of the greatest players of all time.
Who does not play for Bill?
Y'all got Mr. Taylor sweating.
He
with
didn't
all
play
of
for
that.
Bill.
He don't play for Bill now.
Oh boy, you talking about some 30
Lawrence
years ago.
Taylor ain't the reason why you're a Patriot fan, right? It's Bill, right?
It ain't got nothing to do
Bill
with
went
it.
to the Patriots,
You
right?
talking
Lawrence
about
Taylor
draft.
played for the Giants, right?
No.
You talking about drafting.
Mr. Taylor used to be a 49ers fan
Oh, we
with
ain't
Joe
getting all
Montana and
that.
Steve
Oh,
Young,
yeah.
and then he went to the
We
to
got
the
4 minutes
Patriots.
to talk about
He
future
went to the
QBs.
Patriots whenever Tom Brady started being quarterback.
Man.
So
I
he a
just
Tom
cannot
Brady
believe Waylon
baby.
gonna sit here.
I
and
just want to
actually-
point something out, though.
He a
and
Tom
act
Brady
like-
baby.
Waylon, you sit there and you take your medicine, and somebody can't even come in here with a paper bag to take his when it's time. That's all I
Oh,
got to say.
not
I
you
ain't
That's
want
all I got to say.
So-
we
so-
come
we-
Cowboys down.
we lost.
Wow.
Y'all come down on Cowboys.
We-
when
we lost.
Patriots down, y'all come down on
We-
Patriots.
we
We
lost.
ain't got to come down on the
So,
Saints yet.
Hey,
Not
that
yet.
that is some very good psychological game you
Last
just
week
did.
I heard the show. What's with all the Saints memes?
Oh,
Because
somebody
y'all
was in their
lost.
feelings, boy. Somebody couldn't
I'm
even-
here now. I'm here
Somebody
now.
couldn't even sleep
Hey,
last
so-
week.
so he
after
just-
that.
What?
We put 4 memes
show
on there.
boring.
Somebody
It's
said they
boring.
stayed up all
What's with all
night
these
thinking about the
memes?
show.
What's with all these memes?
You
man?
don't say-
boy,
What's with
I'll
all
tell you
these
the
memes?
truth.
I missed
You
that
don't see
show,
what he
boy.
doing?
Look, let me tell you.
You don't see what he doing? He
I ain't
just
got a problem with Bill because we lost 5 games by 1 possession.
Mr.
So I
Taylor.
ain't tripping
Mr.
on
Taylor, he just
that.
smacked you.
Without 9 starters.
You not tripping on that?
Hey,
Without
hey,
9
hey,
starters.
Mr. Taylor, Ryan just smacked you all over your face and then patted you on your back
It don't
right
matter.
after
I did
that.
that.
Next subject.
How I did that?
How?
Oh,
You
man,
just
look.
smacked him all across his face behind what he was saying. Then you pat him on his back talking about me.
No,
that's
that's
some
true,
game.
though,
That's
'cause
some.
we always got to take our medicine.
That's
and
some
you
good
never have to
game.
take
That's
those.
good game.
You
I
never
like
have
that,
to
Ryan.
take
I
those.
like that.
I like the way you trying to
That's some
flip it
good
over there.
psychological game. I like that.
Look, you start talking about them Saints, he talking something psychological now.
Man, what's with all these memes?
He got you with
What's
it.
this? I should have checked that before I came in here.
Hey,
Man, I tried to ask.
Boy
you.
said he couldn't
Hey,
sleep
loving the
tonight.
show, loving the
Hey,
show, loving
before
the
we
show.
go, I'm gonna just say this: Bill is not as important as Tom Brady.
All right.
Yeah.
Next.
He's absolutely right, and I agree with that 100%.
We got 2 minutes to talk about the future QBs. Y'all want to do it real quick?
Hurry up and pull it up.
Let's go, man. Future QBs is gonna be a lot of movement going on
Speaking on-
this year.
speaking
For
on
the audio,
Bill.
for the audio listeners, we
Speaking
have
on Bill.
Deshaun Watson, Aaron Rodgers, Matthew Stafford, Dak Prescott, Sam Darnold, Carson Wentz, Jared Goff, Jimmy Garoppolo, Cam Newton,
All in
Teddy
question.
Bridgewater, Mitchell Trubisky full of
Mitchell.
whiskey, Jameis Winston, Ryan Fitzpatrick, Alex Smith, Ben Roethlisberger, and we also have Drew Brees. We're not too sure about what he's gonna do.
Brees
either.
is retiring,
and,
Snuck that in there.
and Aaron Rodgers.
The dude Michael Thomas said can't throw the ball over 5 yards.
And Aaron Rodgers, he might come
He
to
did
New
give him
Orleans.
20. He gave him 20.
That boy-
he said 20 in the tweet.
Oh, Michael
Ben
Thomas said 20 yards.
He said 20 in that
Shots
tweet.
fired in New Orleans.
Yeah, he took some shots in that tweet.
that's
He
why
said-
He
Michael
said it makes a
Thomas ain't
difference when you got somebody that can throw the ball over
I
20
didn't think
yards.
Michael Thomas wanted to play with Drew Brees this year, man.
Yep,
Yeah, he went play hurt to play with that man. He was hurt all year. You know,
And
it's
look what
it's kind of bad they're gonna go with that farewell, but it is what it is. Deshaun Watson, Aaron Rodgers, here we go.
Aaron Rodgers is not leaving Green
Honestly,
Bay.
We have a new era.
Y'all want anybody gonna come down I-10 and end up at the Superdome? Y'all don't care.
Hey, honestly, anybody on that list would be good.
And that's why I ain't
Even
tripping on.
Dak?
That's why I ain't tripping on Bill.
Yeah, we'll take Dak and turn Dak into a champion.
Dak, come on down.
Dak will get turned
down,
into a
Dak.
champion.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing.
Come on down.
I'll tell you one thing. If Lamar Jackson come out there looking like he looked this year, he gonna be looking for somebody on that list in Baltimore.
I guess it's my turn. Huh?
Lamar Jackson looked like some middle school.
Yeah, bro, because you didn't get 1 million. I couldn't
He
find
looked
no
like a little
million
bit. Somebody
Baltimore
ducked out
right
last
now.
week too. It wasn't just the Saints loss.
Because Lil Platt
Hey.
couldn't throw the ball either.
Yeah,
we
we
can-
didn't even
hey,
get on Lil
That boy
Black.
got
Hey,
to
we
the
contending,
2-yard line
baby.
and threw a pick six.
We contending, baby.
Lil Platt couldn't throw the ball either.
Hey, like you said, y'all was one player away from winning. We was too. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, but Drew
Like you said, right? Didn't you say that?
Yeah.
I can use your logic.
We didn't have
I'm
a
cool with that.
quarterback.
We all right. We'll be back.
We contended without a quarterback.
Can he throw the ball
And
accurately?
That's who we got a running back. We got a running back, right?
Nine
That's what
people
I'm
with COVID.
Right? We got a running back.
We had 9 people opt out from COVID and no quarterback.
He need to learn how to
And
he need to learn how to
contended.
read coverage.
And continue.
He need to learn
That's
how to
fine,
read
that's
defenses.
fine. And
Do you admit that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll be back.
All right.
I promise we'll be
Okay.
back.
I just want you
I
to
promise
I
we'll be
hope
back.
his legs last.
And look, he's gonna
Well,
come. He's
you
gonna
ain't
come
lying.
back.
I hope his legs last.
I hope he's faster than
I've
everybody
been
for the
saying
rest
this.
of his
I've
career.
been saying
I
this
hope his
all
arm
year.
catch up to his legs.
We'll be back.
I've been saying this all
We'll
year.
be back.
I've been saying this all year.
We'll be
if
back.
if he play with 6 plats instead of 4, he gonna be able to
Oh,
read the
boy,
defense
come on, what we
good.
got?
Get on, boy.
I just hope his arm catch up to his legs. That's all. All right, so that's NFL, and next week we're really gonna have a bona fide Super Bowl preview. Tampa Bay.
I'm taking Bucks.
You got
Early.
the
I'm taking Bucks. Go on, call it. Who you got, Ryan?
Chiefs. I'm
Who
taking
you got?
Chiefs. Early prediction.
I got the Bucks.
You got who you got, Red?
Early. Too early to call.
You can change your mind next week.
Well, I don't know, man. I'm usually an NFC man.
But you don't want to go Tom Brady.
Oh, now we're thinking about it.
No, he just
All of a
see,
sudden you don't want to be an
he
NFC
just see
man
that young gunner over there. That's
PM
all.
15. He was hating on PM 15.
Front runners,
But
baby.
no, man. PM baby.
Front
you heard me?
runners.
PM baby.
We were PM.
Wait. You never made your pick. Who you picking?
Yeah. Say it with your chest.
PM baby.
Oh, you taking Chiefs?
I'm
then?
I'm taking a team that have
He
the most
taking Chiefs?
Louisiana players, and that's Kansas City.
Wow.
Let's go to work, man. What you got?
Man, well, the Bucks got Fournette. I'm just saying.
And
know.
Devin White.
And Devin White.
And we got Tyrann Matthew, Clyde
Okay. NFL, we're going to get more next week. We got y'all. NBA, we got to get there.
They have 4 of them so far playing from Louisiana.
So that's his excuse.
Bucks got more than that.
We're going to get into some of the big games that happened during the week in the NBA. Let's talk about, first we're going to talk about, let me see, I got to get our logo off of there. First we're going to talk about the Timberwolves, and we're going to talk about the Warriors. Steph had 36 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 3-pointers. And
Boy,
the reason
Steph,
why this
man.
is significant is because he passed Reggie Miller for second on the NBA all-time
Miller was-
Shout out to
three-point
Steph
made list.
Reggie Miller was the
Curry.
first to say
I
that
looked
man
at
is
the-
a
Shout out to
shooter.
Steph Curry.
I saw a graphic. I saw a graphic the other night. He like 400 and something still behind Ray Allen.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he
it
still
looked
got-
like
Yep, you might as well start counting down.
at the rate that he shoot at, they say it's gonna take him about 113 games.
You might as
So
well
that's
start
about
counting down.
About
Next
a
year?
season and a half.
Next year.
Next
he'll be
year he gonna break
If
it.
he wanted to break it this year, they say he'd have to average like 7 a game for the rest of the season. So
Yeah,
it ain't gonna
he-
happen this
nah,
year.
nah,
He-
Next year.
But he playing good ball this
Next
season.
year.
though.
there. He sure is to say he by himself. You
He
know,
is though.
did.
Yeah, he needed to step up though. I called him out on the show
Yeah, at
earlier
the beginning. Yeah, you
and
did.
he handled his business right.
Other notable games, Michael Porter
Get
Jr.
him in the playoff step.
Michael Porter Jr. He's back. He had been out
He back,
for
yeah.
COVID. He's back now.
Dang, he put that up when he
30
got back?
points, 8 rebounds, 6 3-pointers made it
Man,
against
I
the
coulda
Dallas
got him on the
Mavericks, who
waiver
are
wire.
playing disappointing ball right now. They were talking about
on the
Luka
waiver?
might be an
Early in the
MVP
year.
candidate early,
'Cause he was
and they kind of struggling back and forth right now. But Michael Porter Jr. he came in.
He's
he had
not
a
gonna do
good
that
game.
every game though, because they have a lot of shooters.
Celtics and the Bulls. Jason Tatum with 24 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. They beat the Bulls 119-103. And this one right here, Nikola Vujacic. He's on my fantasy team. He's been balling all year. Very underrated player.
Oh, he's
28
one of the
points.
best. He's
He
one of
do
the best
that
big
every
men.
year.
Yeah, he's one of the best big men in the
Yeah, he
game.
do that.
12 rebounds, 7 assists, 4 3-pointers. They beat the Charlotte Hornets 117-108. And
Yeah, he filling up the stat sheet.
and the way we're gonna do it now, same way we do with football. When we would start out with our segments, we would go Cowboys, Patriots, Saints, Ravens, and we're going to do the same thing with basketball. So we got 3 Laker fans up in here. We're going to cover all the Laker games that happened throughout the week. So first we're going to get into, it was the Lakers and it was the Bulls. Anthony Davis had 37 points, 6 rebounds. That put them at 13-4 against the 79 Bulls.
Yeah,
Any thoughts on that?
AD, he from Chicago, so that was homecoming for him. So he started off hot and kept going throughout the whole game. So
Embiid flopping as we speak.
that's AD. AD gotta be a little more consistent this year.
Yeah.
He came out and said it though.
He
That
fluctuating up and
he
down,
came
but
out and
it's early,
he
man.
did an
He's
interview
all
the other day and said that he playing like trash.
He's starting out
He
slow.
said his jumper ain't falling and everything. Then he came out after that and scored like 30 points.
Yeah.
And he been a little.
At least he know he need to work.
He been a little banged up too here and there too. So he just
It's
gotta
early.
get in.
It's early. He know how to-
gotta get in his groove.
He messing with LeBron now. LeBron know how to pace himself throughout the whole
And that's
year,
what you have to
he'll
do.
turn it up whenever it's time.
This was a big game right here, and they made it look easy pretty much. LeBron James, 34 points, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 6 3-pointers made, 113-106. Giannis was not a factor in this game. Lakers pretty much controlled the pace, and I got to be honest, he's the early MVP right now.
Who's he?
James ain't the man.
Yeah, LeBron, I mean, he's the dude on the
LeBron
pitch.
handling his business right
He's
now.
the
I
dude
ain't
on
gonna
the
lie.
pitch.
Just want you to say his
He the
name.
alpha this year or no?
He the alpha this year.
Oh, he alpha
Oh
this
yeah,
year?
oh yeah.
Okay.
So far,
He
so
the
far,
alpha this year.
so far. I mean, and plus he's hitting now. Like he got in the
Hitting
gym.
what?
He hitting the 3.
He been hitting them 3.
That's because he
been
got
hitting
that.
for
he's
years.
That's because he got that Kobe 24 on his
He's been
finger
hitting
now.
that for years.
He wearing that Kobe 24 on his
Show it,
finger.
Wade. Show it, Wade.
Man, shout out to the mama for letting that boy know he need to wrap that finger up and tie these two together. Ever since then, over with.
There you go.
It's on his left hand though. It have nothing to do with the shooting. Get on, man.
It's on both hands.
It's on his left hand. Look
It's
at
on
this.
both hands.
No, it's not, man. Next, I don't want to talk about this.
Look at the other hand when you see it.
This game right here. This
Next time, watch
was
this
That's
on
the
both
left
hands.
hand.
This
It's
was
on both.
No, it ain't.
This on one hand.
This was a virtuoso performance for him right here. 46 points, 8
sad.
rebounds,
He's
6
so
assists,
sad.
7 3-pointers made.
What do you mean virtual?
Virtuoso.
Yeah.
Virtuoso performance.
Oh, well, he was.
Check
he's
your
the-
dictionary.
he's. I didn't hear you.
Get
clear.
it right, Ryan G.
Come on, how I don't teach them words.
46
I
for the
didn't hear you
36.
clear.
Come on, how I don't teach them words.
Maybe
So,
you
Seven
need to
more
speak
threes?
a little clearer.
So in 2 games, he got
points,
what?
8 rebounds, 6 assists,
In 2
7
games, he got 13 threes?
He
man?
just know that rim over there in Cleveland, man.
Okay.
So what about in Milwaukee with the 6 threes? Huh? What about in Milwaukee?
Give
huh?
me a break, man. I'm trying.
Like I said, he was talking about himself earlier.
Oh my! And he a Laker fan. He's
I'm
trying
trying,
to do
man.
what? What
I'm
are you trying to
trying.
do?
And he talking
You're
about
a
I'm
Laker
trying.
fan.
Brum,
What are you
baby.
trying to do? You're a Laker fan.
Hey, and look, ask my old lady. I almost got some bronze the other day.
Almost
at the-
don't count.
At the shoe store. I almost got some bronze.
almost-
I was
almost
this
don't
close.
count.
Just couldn't do it.
Why not?
Let me get into my Nets
Couldn't
here.
do it.
He's something else,
Couldn't do
man.
it.
One important game
I
this
almost
week.
this close.
First game with Kyrie
He's
back.
sad, man.
Kyrie messed up the whole flow of everything.
Man.
147, 135, double overtime. We lost. Colin Sexton
who?
had a game
To who?
to Cleveland.
To
42
who?
points. Can I say the man's stats, please? 42 points, a career high, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 3-pointers made. This was a double overtime
Sexton?
game.
What is that
Colin
Y'all
team?
let
Sexton.
Sexton go off for 42?
What-
But you know
Bonafide
something that I
scored,
found out
Who,
for
who Sexton play for?
Sexton a score.
Cleveland.
He
Who?
a good
Something
scorer.
that I found out
Who, Ryan?
about Colin Sexton. Cleveland. Can I say something real quick? Colin Sexton. Do y'all remember back in college
Alabama.
when
Alabama.
3 on 5? So he has that kind of heart, and I guess you going up against who everybody calling the 3-headed
Look at
monster.
his excuse.
Bro,
Look
y'all
at
got
his
like 3
excuse.
people
42,
over there. Y'all
man.
can't beat them ball.
42,
So
man.
Sex-
42, who else?
So
They had
Sexton,
130
so
some
Sexton
points.
beat all 3 of y'all with 42 points.
Yeah,
That's it.
No, because we don't play defense.
So it just took 42 points to beat y'all
we
from
don't
Sexton.
play defense. This was game number 2. Sexton had 25 and 9. We lost again.
So he beat y'all when he had
Sexton-
25.
Sexton
Oh man,
We lost
y'all
again.
can't stop Sexton.
Y'all better hope y'all don't meet Cleveland in the playoffs.
Boy, Reg, old front runner, boy. Whenever somebody else down, he got everything to say. But when they're down, no, man, you know what I'm saying is.
Hey, right now we
Come on,
talking
man.
about the Nets
Oh, yeah,
garbage.
right now because we down.
The Nets some
No, we
trash.
lost 2.
Losing to the.
Now,
Oh.
we went and beat the Eastern
Womp,
Conference champions.
womp, womp,
KD came to the
womp.
party, 20 point, 13 rebound, 5 assists, beating the Heat in game 1. And you know the way they're doing it now. If you're in the city, you're going to play them
Yeah,
probably
back
back
to
to back
back.
or whatnot. And second game against the Heat, KD gave you 31. So, I mean, we made up for it.
That boy need to eat a sandwich.
First game with Kyrie back. KD been like that, though, man. KD a real, bro.
That boy need a sandwich and a comb.
Don't do it.
Give him a brown
Don't do
bag.
it.
That's who need the brown bag.
Can we
That's
talk
who
about-
need the brown bag. He need a brown bag with a
can't
comb.
never talk about the
a
skills.
comb, a
We can't
sandwich,
never talk about the
and a
skills.
Some
carton
hair
of
gel.
milk.
And some hair gel.
We can't-
He need a sandwich, a carton of milk, a comb, and an apple.
What they caught some live. Remember that live in the white can? That live in the white
That
plastic?
boy
Can we talk-
that boy head look like he rubbed one of them sponges on his head before he go play.
On the
put
fade.
it-
Put that on the fade.
Put him
I'm about to turn y'all mic off.
put him sitting by the tree
I'm
in the
about to turn
shade.
y'all mic off.
Put him sitting by the tree
We
in the
done.
shade.
We done. We done, Ryan. Go ahead.
Can we talk about the performance on the court?
All right.
Yeah, we could. Hey, just know they didn't have no Jimmy Butler, no Gordon Dragic, no Tyler Hero.
Yep.
They didn't have a lot of players. So
And Bam was
KD
killing
didn't
him.
play for that second game against the Cavs.
Bam was killing
that's
him.
fine. Y'all still got Harden and Kyrie. What more y'all want? KD, golly, right?
Kyrie just got back though, and Kyrie, we can
don't
trade
matter.
Kyrie. We can trade Kyrie.
No, y'all
really said
can't.
it.
Y'all don't want to trade Kyrie, boy.
I want Drummond.
Kyrie, the reason
You
why
trade
everybody.
Kyrie for Drummond?
Hold on, you can't trade.
Hell yeah, in a heartbeat.
Hey,
would.
I let him go in a
but
heartbeat.
look,
we ain't got no
Ryan.
defense,
I would
bro.
too.
We got no defense,
But
bro.
you can't trade.
I would give up a little bit of scoring for some more defense.
You
We can't
can't.
stop
You
nobody.
can't
So-
trade
So
Kyrie.
people scoring 140 on us a game.
Kyrie is the reason why everybody went to the Nets.
But Drummond gonna stop Sexton? That would have nothing to do with the people who.
I'm talking about just
Nah,
overall
he just saying
defense.
as a team.
I'm talking about just team defense.
I mean,
Overall
with Harden and
defense.
KD, you
People
got enough
scoring
offense.
140, we not gonna win like that.
All right, so you're gonna
Not
give up.
140 a
So
game.
you're gonna give up Kyrie. You're gonna get Drummond, and when Drummond go on the bench,
Kyrie a
who
head
gonna
case.
play then?
Kyrie a head case.
Who gonna play then?
Who
We
gonna
gotta
play
build
whenever
it from
Kyrie
somewhere.
want to
I
go?
understand what
Saying
you're saying
keep
about Kyrie. I
Kumbaya.
agree with the Kyrie situation. It's just that
You
he's
got
still
about a-
talented, bro.
Let's get
When
to
he's
these
there, he's still
standings.
balling.
Kyrie liable to go saying Kumbaya. in
Right,
2
you
weeks.
call that the laws of attraction. That's just who you attract, man. That's your type of players be on your team.
Boy, you shut up. You supposed to be done a track a paper bag by now. Hold on, let me get this thing off here. You
boy,
supposed
you-
to be done
boy,
attracted
you
a
shut
paper
up.
bag.
That boss
Yeah,
said,
man.
that
You
boss
need
said,
to
let me
shut
get
up.
this thing off of here.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
need-
let me get this
we
thing
need
off
to
here.
turn-
You
we
was
need-
supposed to be done a track a paper bag. You always got something to say on
You
somebody
ain't
else's
lying,
squad,
man.
man. Shut
you
up,
ain't
man.
lying. You ain't put that bag.
Now,
in.
back to the standings, man. Until I see a bag, you need to be very humble.
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 KD
Sit
head need to be
down.
humble.
Be humble.
Tell KD
Sit
head,
down.
tell his head be
Put the
humble.
standings up, man.
Eastern Conference standings, man. See, Reg, he good at what he do. He good at what he do.
Aren't y'all?
I'm just getting game from you.
Aren't y'all?
Who want to read off the standings? Anybody want to read off the
Go
standings
ahead.
real
Number
quick?
one, 76ers at 12-6. They're playing the Lakers tonight, so that could change. Boston, number 2 at 10-6.
He fragile.
Milwaukee, number 3 at 10-6 also. So Boston and Milwaukee tied. Number 4, you got Indiana Pacers 10-7. Number 5, you got Ryan and his Nets at 11-8.
Oh, okay. So, okay. All right.
You got the Atlanta Hawks
Sandwich chest.
at 8-8, 500. You got the Cavaliers who just beat the Nets 2 times back to back at
So-
8-9 in the 7th seed.
So-
And Knicks. Oh, the
8
Knicks
and
at 8.
The Knicks got the best defense in the league.
I'm
if you
just
go by
looking at
rating.
Westbrook and Bradley Beal at 3
Or
and
3
9.
and 9. That man not staying
The
that no
Heat
long.
6-10.
Western Conference.
Raptors 7-10.
Western Conference at the top, of course. As long as LeBron playing, he will be at the top. The Lakers at 14-4. Like I said, they playing the 76ers, so that'll change.
Brian.
Number 2, you got the Clippers, 13-4. They've been coming on strong. Paul George playing great.
The
Number
side of
3,
the backboard, dude.
yeah, playoff P.
Show me. I gotta see it in the playoffs.
Number 3, you got Utah
Yep.
at 12-4. Number 4, you got Denver at 10-7.
And
Number
then they didn't
5,
even have Denver in the power rankings. Well, they made me mad last week.
Yeah, they're gonna respect him sooner or later.
Yeah, they got him there now.
They
Number
Wasn't even
everybody
5,
to it.
you at 9-7. That's the Portland Trailblazers. Number 6, Memphis
Ja.
at 7-6. He came back from the injury and they've been
Ja.
playing
Yeah, Ja.
good.
He almost
Chris
got him in the
Paul
playoffs
and
last year.
Chris Paul and the Phoenix Suns at 7. At 8-7. 7 seed with 8-7 record and
Steph Curry, baby.
Steph Curry led Warriors.
Steph playing good ball, man.
9-8. Hey, he just
What about the Pelicans? How far the Pelicans are?
Pelicans is
5
second
and
to
10,
last.
bruh.
They came.
Look like my Spurs right there on the outside at 9.
Who?
Boy,
Whoa.
Power ranking.
Hey, that
man.
ball see them Spurs, he get happy, bro. That ball start thinking about that Tim.
Oh, we
that,
can make the
that Tim Duncan jersey.
Power rankings, man, for week 5. You got number 1, your Los Angeles Lakers. Number 2, the LA Clippers. Number 3, Utah Jazz. Number 4, Philadelphia 76ers. Number 5, Milwaukee Bucks. Number 6, Boston Celtics. Number 7, Brooklyn Nets. Number 8, Denver Nuggets. Number 9,
Sad,
Phoenix
boy.
Suns. And number 10, the Indiana Pacers. That is your power ranking.
And I want to ask Mr. Taylor, brother, did Mr. Taylor ever have a Tim Duncan jersey?
Nope. Nope.
Just send us the message.
Sure did.
Very interesting.
Send us the message.
I wasn't even no Jordan fan.
Well, that's NBA, man.
Okay.
We are done with NBA.
We're going to see.
Call you back.
Now, UFC 257. I know all y'all watched it over the weekend. We've been promoting that fight for 2 weeks. Y'all go with it, man. Dustin Poirier handled his business against Conor McGregor. Speak on it.
Shout out to the local native from the north side of Lafayette, putting them paws on that Irishman.
Yeah, I was going for Conor.
I was glad he hit him in the mouth because he was doing a lot of talking.
We talked about that a few
laid him
weeks
down
before, and it wouldn't have turned out. I thought it would have been. I mean, it started off good. Conor started off pretty strong.
It did.
But
Conor started off strong.
Dustin found out that Conor will not defend his lead leg. And why not attack it? He kicked him maybe 4 or 5 times in a row.
Broke his leg almost.
No, he broke it. Then Conor started, grabbing it after, it was too late. And I guess Dustin figured, well, okay, I got him scared of the leg, so let's go to the top. And a few furies at the top, 3, 4 combos, and that was a wrap.
He caught Dustin in the face. He caught him square in the face with a couple of straight rights.
Yeah.
But
it was the
once
early
Conor started countering that straight right, and then
Dustin.
Once Dustin started countering that straight right, Conor started eating him in the mouth. Yep.
Yeah, man, Dustin took care of his business.
He
I
did.
mean,
He did.
as far as the total strikes, it was Dustin 53, Conor 52. But with the significant strikes, you had 48. 48 with Dustin, a 29 with McGregor.
Yep.
And,
The 29 was early.
Yeah.
all probably first round.
McGregor been out 370 something days of fighting, and whenever you're not fighting in the UFC and you're not doing that training, they have specific training where they hit your legs and they hit you certain parts of your body to make your muscles hard and your muscle memory hard. And he wasn't used to Dustin. Dustin been fighting 5-round fights the last 6 years. Everything he did led up to what he did Saturday.
Y'all saw what Khabib said after the fight?
I saw you say
he
he
said that's what happened. He said that's what happened whenever you've been out so long and you come back sparring against some kids or whatever he said.
Proper
like,
number 12.
Whoever he was sparring, whoever he used for practice or whatever.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's
up to par.
Too much proper number 12.
You can't train.
Conor did say Khabib need to shut up unless he want to come back and fight him.
You can train.
I don't think he want that.
Nah,
I don't think he want that.
Khabib not coming back.
He was just some after fight, aggression. He had to get off.
Go ahead, Reg. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say you could train all year, in the UFC, but if you're not fighting and you're not in no physical contest and getting battle tested, then you're not gonna be ready. Like I said, that's why I picked Dustin in 4. I sent a message out before the game and everything. I picked
for the fight.
That was me and you.
I pick him in 4 because I just felt like he was going to at least drag him to that round and then knock him out. I thought Conor would have lasted a little longer, but after the fight, they had a couple videos that popped up, and McGregor was telling Dustin, "Look, man, you really took care of your business."
I saw that.
One video, he's like, "You broke my leg, Mike. We're gonna do it again, Mike. We trilogy.
Yeah.
So they're gonna fight again. Not no time soon.
Nah,
Conor need to go
Dustin
have
gotta
a
get
couple
that
more
belt.
fights.
Y'all think Conor
Dustin
done?
need to go for the belt.
Oh,
no, he's not done.
no.
They
He'll beat some other people
they
up,
just
for
signed a contract. Dustin signed for like 8 fights, and I can't remember how many fights McGregor signed for.
Cause people saying that Conor just comfortable now, like he's rich, he's comfortable.
No, let me tell you. After this butt whipping and this embarrassment, he's going to get in a lab. He's going to get in a lab.
So that's going to get that spirit back up to where he.
Yeah,
That's
so
no-
you gotta take that loss.
Conor McGregor want that money.
He don't
and
deserve-
if he want that trilogy money, he have to do what he have to do to get that money.
He don't deserve a title fight right now, though.
No, not right now.
Who,
Conor?
Oh, not right now.
No,
Dustin.
He need to go fight
Dustin will
Nate
fight
Nate
somebody.
Diaz just lost. They say you might need to go talk to Nate Diaz, get him a little try to get him a dub. And
Who would be
see if he can work
up
his way
next for
back.
Dustin? Who would be up next for Dustin?
So it's 1-1. It's 1-1 right now.
If he didn't fight Conor, who would be next for Dustin?
Number 2.
I don't think
I
they
don't
got
know who was
nobody
number
out there
2.
because
I would like to see him fight somebody else.
Dustin was 2
Dustin
and
just
Conor
beat
was
Gaethje,
4.
didn't it?
I think
he just beat Gaethje, and I mean I don't know.
Dan Hooker won on that earlier fight. Dan Hooker is a good.
No, Dan Hooker lost.
He lost.
Yeah, they knocked Dan Hooker out.
Well, there goes
Whatever.
that.
I forgot his. I'm trying to look up his name right now.
There goes that.
Hold on. Yeah, because he got knocked out. I think in the second round.
Well, Dustin should just get the vacant belt if that's the case, and let him go ahead and defend it because he had the interim belt already.
So he's actually probably the number 1 fighter right now. Then
Yeah, he should be because it was Khabib, but Khabib retiring the belt. The belt is now vacant. So.
anybody heard from John Jones?
Not really.
Is he planning on fighting? Or
He
he
talked
just
this stuff.
he just done?
I saw the next big fight is 260 and that's Stipe and somebody. That dude Stipe fighting gonna be good.
Yeah.
Miocic.
He got a funny name.
Stipe
in Yagway or something.
Yeah.
Look where he's catching on the UFC, ball.
I mean, I know Stipe. I mean,
Yeah,
guy.
man. So
That's the next- I
you
think
have
it's 260.
you have Khabib is number 1, Poirier number 2. You got Justin Gaethje number 3.
Then Conor was
But he
You got
just-
Olivier number 4, and then Michael Chandler is the one that knocked out Dan Hooker.
Okay.
Oh.
Now he called out everybody. After
Oh,
the
he
fight,
sure did. He
after
sure
the
did.
fight,
He
he
sure
called
did.
he
You're
called
right.
out
You're
Conor
right.
McGregor.
You're
He
right.
called out Dustin and Khabib.
You're right.
He
What's
called
his
out all
record?
3 of them.
What's his record? He good?
Yeah, well, he's 22. He's 22 and
And then I noticed,
sure did.
I heard him
Got
talking
it.
after the fight and everything. Really, with this UFC, man, stuff like that do happen where you get mauled real quick. So a loss or 2 ain't damaging like it is in boxing.
No, not really.
Over the long haul.
no.
Yeah.
All you have to do is
Unless you really get your
all you have to do is shake
Tell
back
to
and
it.
Yeah,
knock,
you can
knock
come back and
somebody out.
shake back. Yeah, it ain't as damaging to
He 22 and 5. He 22 and
See how
5.
he got 5 losses? I mean, it ain't.
But he
No,
just
that's
but
okay
you got
to have
5
five
losses.
losses.
You
Yeah.
Boxing,
you
yeah,
could
you
have
almost
some.
over.
yeah.
Yeah, you could have some losses, but if your
Yeah.
next 3 fights is some knockouts, you gaining that momentum and that hype back.
I've been learning.
Boxing,
I've been
everybody
watching.
30-0.
Yeah,
you
I've
got,
watched-
we
you
got
got 2
coming up.
losses in boxing. You
Isn't Usman?
It's all about it's
Oh,
all
yeah,
about
fight
your
coming up.
momentum.
I saw
Kamara
in boxing.
Usman.
I saw Pacquiao and Ryan Garcia fighting next.
They have Conor McGregor.
Pacquiao.
They have
that
Conor
fight's coming up
McGregor.
soon.
Yep.
Conor is ranked 6 right now. And you got Tony Ferguson behind him, Rafael Dos Anjos, Dan Hooker, and Paul Felder. So, I mean, the top 10, you got Kevin Lee right outside in 11. They have some good fighters in their division. That division tough.
Yeah, Ryan, you're right. Kamara Usman is the next UFC on February 13th.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
February
is.
13th against Burns.
Against Gilbert Burns.
World Welterweight Championship, February 13th. So
Yeah.
we'll preview that more as
Yeah.
it gets closer.
Usman
But yeah,
got it
258.
defended.
I want to see him in
258,
Adesanya.
250.
I want to
said
see him in
260 gonna be
Adesanya.
Stipe now.
260.
I saw 260 was gonna be Stipe and that dude. Whatever.
Yeah,
his name.
and Francis.
Yeah, they have a
Ngannou.
bunch of
See what I'm talking about?
Francis
yeah,
Ngannou.
they have a bunch
I
of
see
they have a
you,
bunch
Wade,
of
I
good
see you.
Okay.
it's a bunch of good fights, a bunch of good cards coming up. Amanda Nunes, she defending again, and another girl that fought Saturday, I forgot her name.
Megan Anderson.
She called out Amanda.
That ain't good.
So
I wouldn't recommend that to nobody, but okay.
well, she called out.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, right.
Careful
that's
what you
what-
So
ask
man,
for.
the UFC 2021 gonna be lit. It's gonna be on fire.
It's already on fire.
Stay tuned. It started off with Dustin and McGregor, and it's gonna continue the whole year.
Yep.
Well, with that being said, that's almost an hour. We got about 3 minutes to go. I just want to let everybody know, if you want to check us out, go to our YouTube channel, The Division Podcast. Please go ahead and subscribe. You can also go to our Facebook page of the same name, The Division Podcast. Also on Instagram. We've been getting a lot of love on Instagram, The Division Podcast. Just look for it. Also, if you want to listen to our strictly audio version, you can go to iTunes and Google Play. Just look up The Division Podcast, or also you can go to aocinc.org. Those are the gracious folks that let us shoot
Shout
from the
out to
studio.
AOC, man.
All the time.
Downtown Lafayette.
Show their webpage some love and make sure that you click on The Division Podcast and leave comments. Any comments that are worth talking about, we'll talk about them on the show.
Call Reg out on his paper
Call him
bag.
out.
Yeah,
on his
call them out
bets.
on that paper bag, man. Straight up.
Shout out to Dustin Poirier one more time, man. Shout out to that boy taking care of his business out there. The Diamond, Dustin Poirier. Y'all check out that hot sauce. It's really hot. It's really good.
We got about a minute, fellas. We got about a minute.
Shout out to the Mamba, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Kobe again, man. Hank
R.I.P. to the
Aaron.
Mamba.
You know what I'm saying? And
The greatest Laker of all time.
we really gonna get into that Super Bowl next week. We really gonna dive into that Super Bowl.
Yes, we
next
will.
week.
We have a special show next week for the Super Bowl, and we will have the Brown bag for Super Bowl.
Ooh.
Oh, Rich is
Shout
talking
out to the
mess.
Brown Bag.
Rich talking
Whatever.
mess.
I believe it when I see it.
It's like the movie that go flame out at the end. Stop that. But with that being said, man, I'm Ryan G, your moderator.
I'm per.
And I'm Mr. Taylor.
And I'm Reggie F. Baby with the bag,
And we are the Division Podcast.
the Brown bag.
And we'll see you next time. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Already.